You're watching T. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
Yeah, you guys, they have to invoke the 25th. They're going to have to do it, man. There's no other choice at this point. At this point, it's gone way too far. At this point, it's went to a level beyond, the farthest levels of disrespect. Donald Trump respects nobody but Donald Trump. Donald Trump cares about nobody but Donald Trump. This situation with Donald Trump, uh, he's done, man. You had Carlson Tucker out here going off on Donald Trump. Carlson Tucker basically comparing it, saying this dude is not like Christ. He is not. He's saying he's not a Christian. Carlson Tucker told Donald Trump a new one. He tore him a new one, bro. And everything I've told y'all about this guy, man, this is a ill dude, bro. This is a sick dude, bro. You have to be a very disrespectful cat to get upset. Now, let me tell y'all, let me break this down to what happened so y'all can find out what Trump just did that's making the whole internet go crazy right now. So, Pope Leo, right, who, you know, has come forward with some harsh criticism of Trump based off things that Trump have said and done. The Pope repeatedly condemned Trump for escalating conflict with Iran, which began in February. He described Trump's threats to Iran, right, such as the one that Trump made, I believe it was on Easter morning, if I'm not mistaken, to completely wipe out, uh, you know, uh, civilization. And this is why people are saying he's not Christ-like. They're saying that Donald Trump is, you're not Christ-like. You know what they say you are. This is what Carlson Tucker and all these people are saying. I've been telling y'all this. This dude is the absolute. This dude is on demon time, bro. And I don't care what nobody say, man. It is what it is. The truth got to be spoken. He needs to be removed immediately. The Pope described Trump's threat to wipe out or annihilate Iran's civilization as truly unacceptable. He warned that attacks on civilian infrastructure are a direct violation of international law. In March and April of this year, Pope Leo also urged Donald Trump to find a diplomatic off-ramp, right, way to end the violence, emphasizing that true strength is shown in serving life, not war, right? The Pope issued a blistering rebuke of Donald Trump's administration use of religious language to justify military action, right? The quote-unquote hands full of blood. During his 2026 Palm Sunday address, he stated that God does not listen to leaders who wage war, quoting scripture to say that their hands are full of blood. Speaking about Donald Trump, that's the Pope. Divine endorsements. He condemned the idea that God can be enlisted in darkness or used to justify choices of death, specifically countering claims from officials like Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth that war was a part of a divine plan. This is the crap that these clowns been running around social media using. Oh, take it. This. Man, know your role and shut your mouth. Thou shalt not kill. It says it in a good book. If you don't believe me, go read it again. Or you didn't read it when you was growing up. Or you don't read it now. Something wrong with you, sucker. Pope Leo also criticized Trump's hard line on immigration policies as inhumane and inconsistent with pro-life teachings. He questioned how someone could claim to be against abortion while supporting inhumane treatment of migrants. He described the administration's treatment of long-term residents as extremely disrespectful and urged authorities to respect the human dignity of all individuals, right? He canceled a U.S. visit, alarmed by intimidation tactics. He canceled a planned visit to the U.S. for the 250th anniversary in July of 2026, choosing instead to visit migrants. Trump retaliated by calling him all different types of names. And I want to get to what Trump said about him now, because Trump is reprehensible. And if you guys don't see this by now, something is wrong with you, and I believe you are too. There's no other way around this. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This guy is unhinged. Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, to the Pope, this is what he says. Pope Leo is weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy. He talks about fear of the Trump administration, but doesn't mention fear that the Catholic Church and all other Christian organizations had during the pandemic when they were arresting priests, ministers, and everybody else for holding church services, even when going outside, and being 10 and even 20 feet apart. I like his brother Luis much better than I like him, because Luis is all MAGA. He gets it, and Leo doesn't. I don't want a pope who thinks it's okay for Iran to have a nuke. I don't want a pope who thinks it's terrible that America attacked Venezuela, a country that was sending massive amounts of drugs into the United States, and even worse, emptying their prisons, including murderers, drug dealers, and killers, into our country. And I don't want a pope who criticizes the President of the United States because I'm doing exactly what I was elected in a landslide to do. That's a lie. You promised that there would be no more wars. You promised that you were the candidate of peace and that you were the one that could get a deal done. But weak ass toupee man, you sent JD over there to do your dirty work because you were too scared to go over there yourself. And he still came back without a deal. So you could just blame that on him when the push come to shove and say, hey, I sent him over there. He couldn't get a deal done. No. You said you could get the deal. But you didn't even go over there. Instead, you went to the UFC. And to the person who says they're the reason drugs are here, you a lie. There are drugs all over the world. And if that's the case, why hadn't Donald Trump gone to any of the other countries that pump drugs into this country? Why? Ask yourself that question. Is Venezuela the only country that Donald Trump thinks that pumps drugs into the United States of America? Make it make sense. We can name a whole lot, but Donald Trump is a weak weasel, and he picks and chooses. He picks and chooses. That's what he does. He don't want that smoke with China. He dancing around that. He don't want that smoke with Russia. He dancing around that. North Korea's leader, he do whatever he want. He ain't looking for no smoke with that. He went over there and shook his hand a couple years ago. And North Korea declared the United States of America 2 weeks ago as a terrorist state. And Donald Trump didn't do nothing about that. And guess what? North Korea has nukes. China has nukes. Russia has nukes. But Donald Trump doesn't want smoke with either one of them. He only wants to pick on Iran, who doesn't have anything that can reach the United States of America. Weak weasel, I call him. Weasel. He picks on Venezuela, a country that don't bother nobody. Weasel. And anybody that doesn't agree with him, he makes fun of him and talks about him like a little 10-year-old. Weasel. But the minute somebody did a skit on his little buddy, he cried talking about, you should sue. That's facts. Weasel. Weasel. Iran has not always been the target. North Korea has been on the map for a minute, and the United States been saying, hey, we got to watch them. You ain't seen nobody go over there trying to disarm them. Go tell Donald Trump to go disarm North Korea. Russia has reportedly been giving Iran intelligence on how to find and take out the Americans. Why Donald Trump ain't stepped to them? Why ain't stepped to Putin? Carlson Tucker came out and blasted Donald Trump. We're going to talk about that in a second. Blasted Donald Trump. Yeah, you said Iran has, it goes way back. It goes way back to when the United States started problems with Iran. When the United States went over to Iran in the 1950s and did a coup d'etat and took over their democratically elected leader because the United States of America didn't like who he was. That's where the beef started, weasel. And I'm talking to you, Red DTX. You a weasel, boy. That's all you are. And you're a part of a cult. And you're not a good, faithful man. Anyways, so Donald Trump said he won in a landslide. But all the people who helped him win, all the people who helped him get elected, he took a crap all over them. Alex Jones is threatening to expose Donald Trump. If he say one more word, he's threatening to expose Donald Trump. Donald Trump didn't say another word. He didn't say another word. Alex Jones told him, say another word, and I'm going to do it. And Donald Trump has shut his mouth. He ain't said another word. You know that's right. He didn't say another mumbling word. He shut his damn mouth because Alex Jones was going to bring that smoke, boy. Alex Jones helped him get elected with his big platform. Joe Rogan helped him get elected with his big platform. Candace Owens helped him get elected with her big platform. Megyn Kelly helped him get elected with her big platform. And Carlson Tucker helped him get elected with his major platform. And Donald Trump disrespected all of them. Weak weasel is what he is. He's a weasel. He says to do setting the record low numbers in crime, cap. You just had a mass event last night in the Chick-fil-A. We talked about that in New Jersey. And creating the greatest stock market in history, cap. Look at the stock market right now. Because of you, it's all out of whack. Leo should be thankful. He told the Pope should be thankful. Because as everyone knows, he was a shocking surprise. He wasn't on any list to be Pope. This is Donald Trump disrespecting the Pope. And all the people in his comment section are tearing him a new one. They are tearing him up. Donald Trump is tearing him up. And yes, the Pope is just a man, but the Pope is a holy man. That's what the Pope is supposed to be. And for a guy like Donald Trump, who is a sinful, we all are sinful, but Donald Trump is an absolute demon. For him to run his mouth when he has been accused of some of the most vile, disrespectful, dishonorable things you could ever be accused of as a man in them Epstein files. And all his answer was to the country, let's just move on. Nobody wants to talk about it anymore. And then his own wife went up there and went against him and said, no, we need to have everybody come up here and testify on this. He's done, son. He says, in a shocking surprise, he wasn't on any list to be Pope. And he was only put there by the church because he was an American. And they thought the best way to deal with President Donald J. Trump is so full of himself. This guy is absolute scum, bro. He is the worst, bro. If I wasn't in the White House, Leo wouldn't be in the Vatican. This dude is terrible, bro. Bro, this dude, Donald Trump, it's a special place. I'm telling y'all this, man. This dude right here is a very disrespectful dude. And they're going in on him in his comments, bro. They are tearing, his own people are turned against him, bro. He gonna lose all his support. He said, unfortunately, Leo's weak on crime, weak on nuclear weapon, does not sit well with me, nor does the fact that he meets with Obama sympathizers like David Axelrod, a loser from the left, who is one of those who wanted churchgoers and clerks to be arrested. Let me say this to Donald Trump. Trump, you sat with Obama, laughing and joking and dapping it up with him. So know your role and shut your mouth before I show everybody that picture again. He says Leo should get his act together as Pope. Is this dude crazy? Use common sense. Is he out of his mind? Stop catering to the radical left and focus on being a great Pope, not a politician. It's hurting him very badly, and more importantly, it's hurting the Catholic Church. President Donald J. Trump. This dude is a joke, bro. And if I read y'all the comments in this dude's comment section, bro, they are tearing Donald Trump. When I say that Donald Trump is getting completely humiliated in his own comment section, bro, it is disgusting. The comments that I'm talking about that are coming from MAGA. From MAGA. Right? I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this. They are getting in here and cooking him. Somebody wrote, when you start attacking the Pope, you know it's over. Somebody else said attacking the largest religious group on earth is not a winning political strategy. Somebody else wrote, wow, Trump keeps coming at the Catholics, getting pretty disgraceful. And listen, I'm not a person who thinks that all these people are perfect. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on. But this dude right here, man, this dude is, bro, and then Carlson Tucker. We're going to talk about him in just a second, what he said about he destroyed Trump. Right? Right? Lord have mercy, man. They're calling him unhinged. Oh my God, bro. Lord have mercy, man. Oh my God. This is bad. This is bad, bro. This is real bad. Oh my goodness gracious, man. They're saying, I hope you're disgusted with what Trump just said. Too raw. I'm about to tell you, it's over for Trump. This man just disrespected the god doggone Pope, man. He told the Pope a new one, bro. This is crazy. Tucker Carlson says that Donald Trump is not Christ-like. Tucker Carlson, absolutely. These are people who pushed this dude in the White House. Tucker Carlson told Donald Trump a new one. He is sick and tired of this dude. This is over with for Trump. Right? Right? It's over with. It's over with, bro. I'm just going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to give y'all what he said. Let's talk about what Tucker Carlson said about Donald Trump. So Tucker Carlson, right? He was one of Donald Trump's most staunchest allies. Now he's his biggest critic, right? He's basically saying that Donald Trump's war with Iran is proving his betrayals of America first. He slammed Donald Trump's Easter Sunday social media post, which contained profanity and threats to destroy Iranian civilization. and infrastructure, calling it vile on every level, and a desecration of Easter, right? I'm going to tell y'all something. When you say a guy's not Christ-like, you know what that means? That means that they saying you're the Antichrist. When you're not Christ-like, they're saying you're the Antichrist, right? And these people that are talking about Tucker Carlson, these are the same people that y'all loved and y'all adored and y'all put y'all heart behind. Tucker Carlson's the same guy who helped Donald Trump get elected. Donald Trump was praising Tucker Carlson when Tucker Carlson was helping him get elected. Now all of a sudden he hates Tucker Carlson. He ain't shit. He wasn't a man. He cried like a baby when he got fired. He was a broken man. All this stuff Donald Trump said about this man. When that man helped you get elected, he was one of the main people. In fact, Donald Trump's the main one who cries about the mainstream news all the time. But then you're going to diss these people for not being on mainstream news. And they got bigger without mainstream news. Make it make sense. Tucker Carlson accused Donald Trump administration of threatening to commit war crimes by targeting power plants, bridges, describing such actions as evil and unacceptable for any civilized people. Right? Betrayal of his American first statements. He says and argued that U.S. fighting Israel's war rather than prioritizing American interests, suggesting that Trump has abandoned his campaign promise of quote-unquote no new wars. He also criticized Trump for mocking Islam. Tucker Carlson, let me say this again. Tucker Carlson, who was on Fox News for years, and they were going at it with Shabazz Muhammad and all those guys over there. I watched all the shows. He was over there on Sean Hannity and Combs show. I watched it every day. Tucker Carlson blasted Donald Trump for disrespecting Muslims and mocking Islam, using the words praise be to Allah in a profane threat, and argued it amounted to mockery of all faith, including Christianity. Carlson voiced worry over Donald Trump's authoritarian direction, his wannabe authoritative self over everybody, of the administration specifically citing Department of Justice crackdown on free speech. Right? He questioned if there was a spiritual component to Donald Trump's actions, even implying that Trump might be a demonic force or the Antichrist. This is what Tucker Carlson said. Tucker Carlson said that Donald Trump may be a demonic force or even the Antichrist. Did y'all not hear what I just said? Did you not hear what I just said? I'm asking y'all a question. Did y'all not hear what I just said?
I think that this war is something that he promised he wouldn't do, not once, but countless times. And until YouTube is banned, we'll be able to prove that. And the idea behind it is not only contrary to America First, it may be its inverse. There's no argument that changing the regime in Iran helps the United States. And if there is an argument, I'd love to hear it. And by the way, if that argument is sensible and convincing, I will support it. All I care about is the United States. But I haven't heard that argument a single time. All I've heard is the kind of tiresome fear-mongering about nuclear weapons, which Iran did not have. It's insulting, actually, even to make that argument to me, that Iran's nuclear program posed such a threat to the United States 3 weeks ago that we had to launch a full-scale war against them. No one's even arguing that because it's stupid and the facts don't support it. So why did we do this when we did it? Because Israel wanted to do it. They chose the timing here. No one disputes that. And timing in war, as in life, is a lot of it, and it determines outcome. And they hadn't thought through what was going to happen next. The Israelis hadn't, and we hadn't, because we didn't have time to.
It sounds to me like you think he has betrayed it.
This war is clearly contrary to what he promised and contrary to the idea that your leaders should put your interests before those of foreigners, period. We put Israel's interests before ours. Trump did that. Maybe he's not in control. Wasn't elected president of my country. My president was. I supported him, obviously, voted for him. But yeah, the question is whether the person who makes the ultimate decision, which would be President Trump, should have pushed back. That's it. Of course, Trump should have pushed back.
As previous presidents have done.
To some extent, some very limited extent. George W. Bush didn't push back. We went up in the Iraq War, and now everyone pretends, oh, that had nothing to do with Israel. I was there. I was talking to Bush. That's not true. That's a lie. And that's why it's so important, from my perspective, to say out loud what is true before history is rewritten and disappears. And it's lying that gets us here. Because we say, oh, no. Lobbying efforts had no effect. Really?
And this is Tucker Carlson. Before I keep going, this is Tucker Carlson saying this. He's saying, no. It was because of Israel we even went into Iraq. He says, you can't tell me I was there talking to Bush. And you damn right he was in the building. Fox News had front row seats. Think I'm lying? And now all the truth is coming out from all of these people who have gathered around this man and helped prop this guy up. All the truth is coming out before the entire world to see. The whole truth. Donald Trump is showing y'all exactly who he is. 25th Amendment. 25th Amendment.
We said that about our pharmaceutical policy. No, everybody understands that every policy a large government makes, including ours, is influenced by various stakeholders who are affected by that policy. But this is the one area we have to be like, no, it had nothing to do with the fact that his biggest donors were pushing him to do this, or the BB visited 7 times in 1 year. Are you joking? I'm not going to play along with the lies anymore. I don't hate Jews.
You heard what he said, right? I told y'all this. He said, I'm not going to play along with the lies anymore. He'd known they've been lying the whole time, which is what we've been telling y'all all this time. His own people who put him in the White House are telling you he's a liar. And all these other weasels that's running around here are afraid to speak on this because they're liars. They have no soul. They have no dignity. They'll change the subject, think about other things. No, they need to talk about this shit. You help make it. You help clean it up. This is absolutely disgusting. Listen to what he said again. He said he's tired of covering up the lies. I told y'all they're liars. But y'all get mad when somebody say that. And then when their own people say it. Now the chickens have come home to roost. In front of the world.
This is the one area we have to be like, no, it had nothing to do with the fact that his biggest donors were pushing him to do this, or the BB visited 7 times in 1 year. Are you joking? I'm not going to play along with the lies anymore. I don't hate Jews. I don't hate Israel. I love my country. This has happened yet again. I can give you a whole list of previous times where it's happened. And I think we need to know what happened so we don't hurt ourselves further.
He's toast. Donald Trump is toast. He is toast. When I say toast, he is toast. He's toast. And while I don't like Tucker Carlson, I have to give them respect for at least trying to stop this foolishness that they helped put us in. Right? It is sad. It is sad. See, Tucker Carlson and them dudes, they had a little bit of respect about him. Tucker Carlson's mad that they didn't even release the Epstein files. He's mad they didn't even release the Epstein files. They said this is and then Alex Jones, I told y'all this. Alex Jones was not playing no games. Alex Jones wanted all levels of smoke with Donald Trump. He wanted every level of smoke known to mankind with Donald Trump. Yeah, Alex Jones wasn't playing. Alex Jones was with the shits. He definitely was with the shits. That's facts. He was with the shits.
I've been coming after you. If you think that I'm trying to get clicks by attacking you so the Democrats that don't buy anything from me and don't like me.
Say it again.
If you think I've been coming after you. If you think that I'm trying to get clicks by attacking you so the Democrats that don't buy anything from me and don't like me want to put me in jail. If you think I've been on your ass, say one more thing.
Say another thing.
One more thing out of your mouth. And Laura Loomer, sending this, okay? One more thing. When I've gone through hell back in your ass because you were the lesser of two evils, then I'm going to show you how the cow ate the cabbage. Do one more thing.
He called Donald Trump evil. He just said you're the lesser of two evils. So these people, they know Donald Trump is evil. He says, I want Donald Trump to say one more word to this man. I'm praying Donald Trump say one more word. I'm praying he do. Because I already know. And this let y'all know how, and Alex Jones, I'm upset and disgusted with y'all. Because y'all know the truth. And y'all led all these people down this path. And you know the truth, Alex Jones. That's why you were hitting on the Epstein files the other day. And you were talking about that whole situation with Melania the other day. You know a lot. You know a lot, sir.
One more thing out of your mouth. And Laura Loomer, sending this, okay? One more thing. When I've gone through hell back in your ass because you were the lesser of two evils, then I'm going to show you how the cow ate the cabbage. Do one more thing. You should be kissing my ass. But instead, you shit all over me and rub it in. Okay. I'm a Christian, but I ain't Christ-like, okay? And I hate the Democrats, I hate the left, I hate the WF, I hate the globalists so much that I've sat here and put up with crap, you not defending me, you letting Todd Blanche kill the investigations of what the DOJ and CIA did to me and my family, and I've just said, Tyro, don't really talk about it, I'll take it for the greater good. But there's only so far that I can take it. Go ahead, say one more thing about me. Go ahead and attack me one more time. And you'll find out. Because I know where to hit you. Leave me alone. I don't want to be at your Mar-a-Lago, your tuxedos, bunch of parrots posing. I'm not looking for government contracts. I've never asked for anything. Ed Martin contacted me and said incredible evidence of the government attacking you. They had all the proof. The DOJ funding the lawsuits, rigging it all, and he's a great guy. And then Todd Blanche kills it and then calls me a kook and says I don't deserve to have my rights defended. And I'm in civil rights lawsuits. You know, that's fine. I didn't blame Trump. I just said, okay, I'll take it. But I will not take any more of your crap. I have taken your betrayals, your narcissism, the open kleptocratic insider trading that is just wholesaling your administration. I've mentioned it, but said, yeah, it's just par for the course now. But I'm not looking for a fight, but if you want one, you came to the right place. Does Alex Jones blow?
Boy, it's getting spooky out here. It's getting real spooky. And you guys need to hit that like button. You guys need to hit that like button, man. And I'm going to tell y'all something. The man posted a picture of him as the Almighty. That's all y'all need to know. That's all y'all need to know, man. Tucker Carlson says Donald Trump is the Antichrist.
Hey guys, Ticket really hopes you enjoyed the content. There will be a link in the description box and pinned at the top of the chat room where you can go to the Ticket TV merch shop and purchase the exclusive merchandise for men and women. Thanks for your support, and he appreciates all sales.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.